My time with the wacky looking Lexus UX has been quite something. Nothing short of relaxing and comfortable. Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video if you can. I noticed a couple of you disliked, gave me thumbs down last time. Coming for you. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys get notified each time a video goes live, and enjoy the video. So today we're driving around in silence in the new UX. This specific model, the 250h. What exactly does that mean? That means it is a hybrid. More on that later. It's got pretty aggressive looks. I'd say it was designed by an origami enthusiast. It looks like they've tried to cram as many folds and creases into the body as they possibly could. Over here we've got 18-inch alloys. Now, I'm not exactly sure about these wheel arches. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it looks like the guy from Lexus got retrenched during lockdown and he borrowed the Toyota RAV4 kind of wheel arch and just plucked it there. So you might be curious about these taillights. The shape is not just for fun. This is actual functional aero. It helps with the aerodynamics of the car, making it slightly more efficient at high speeds. Onto the boot. Onto the boot. So unless the car is actually unlocked or the ignition isn't on, or. It seems like there's 3, 4, 5 conditions that you need to meet in order to actually get into the boot. As you can see, the boot is pretty high. That's to accommodate the batteries that go in here. It does take up quite a bit of space. It is convenient for those Sea Point Sundays. It's a lekker place to sit and just see your weekend out and welcome on the new week. And then under here, we had a spare wheel. I'm not sure where it's gone. Niyaaz, I hope we don't get a puncture on the way home because I don't know what we're gonna do. There are a couple of storage bins here and there. I don't know what you're going to put in there, a couple of matchboxes but I'm sure you could find a functional use for it. Over here we got a slightly, I was going to say bigger, that was quite deceiving. It's not much bigger. And then onto the party piece of the boot. So this actually comes all the way off when it eventually decides to come off. It was easier when I practiced it, so not so easy now. And you can actually fold this up and put it in your bag, and then it's completely out of the way. Okay, so the back of this car, what's it like? Well, there's just enough headroom over here. It is quite a narrow car, so it's going to be quite a squeeze if you put 3 of your widened friends in here. Otherwise, it's pretty normal. You've got a pouch over here, but no pouch over here. I was going to bring a water bottle to show you guys the cup holders, but I did forget. So I'm tall-ish, I would say, and there is just enough legroom in here for me. Your feet do have to sit under here if you do prefer to stretch them out. The front seat is in my driving position, so that's quite a generous amount of legroom in the front. 2 charging ports over here, standard USB. We've got an independent aircon control for the rear over here, and then we've got 2 small cup holders here. No storage space, unfortunately, but we do have very easy to use, I didn't make it look that easy, but they are, I promise, ISOFIX points over here. Okay, so the interior in this car, it's a pretty nice place to be. Over here we've got another origami inspired design. I guess if you want to open this, you open it this way, but it's not going to be very easy for your, say, passenger to open up. So how does he get in there, do you ask? Well, if that didn't blow your mind, then I don't even know. Lexus have opted not to go with the rest of the world in terms of making their infotainment systems touchscreen. And that could be seen as a blessing or a curse. I know Niyaaz really likes it. I didn't initially, because it was quite difficult to learn how to use. But then again, you've got to think, if you own this car, it'll take you 2 days to work out, and once you've got it, you've got it. And once it works, it's pretty seamless. So you do get an element of touch over here. You've got this trackpad that gives a little bit of vibration as feedback just to confirm that you've pressed. And then over here, you've got your normal instrument cluster, your aircon controls, your heated seats, and everything is kind of biased towards the driver, which I like. Passengers don't seem to like it, but who's in control? Everything that your hand naturally falls onto in this car, it's quite soft to touch, it's quite pleasing. One thing that sticks out and is true to the Japanese heritage of this car is the fact that this dashboard over here mimics the same texture as washi paper. Fun fact of the day. Okay, so this model, the 250h EX, is kind of the middle brother in the lineup. It's not the most expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. It's the one where they've kind of pushed the value for money, and this weighs in at 690,000 Rand. So this car has a very normal, naturally aspirated 2-litre petrol engine that kicks out 107 kilowatts and 180 Newton meters of torque. But there is a little party piece on this one. It does have an electric engine that gives it a boost of 28 kilowatts, and at low speeds it can actually run solely on the electric engine, which makes for a very quiet ride. Now I'm talking very quiet. I picked my sister up from school and there was a squirrel standing in the road, and this guy didn't want to move. He just looked around, ate his acorn, no worries. Had to hoot to get him out the way, and the teachers ended up cucking my sister out. So that's a fun story. Coupled to this powertrain is a CVT box. Now CVT boxes aren't my favorite, as they make a little bit of a drony noise. It's not very inspiring, especially on highways when you're trying to overtake. And it always confuses me because it sounds like it's gonna change gear, but it never does. On that note, does it actually work in this car? Yes, because this whole setup is refined. Toyota/Lexus have quite a good reputation with their CVT boxes, and this is no exception. I mean, the powertrain, everything works in unison. So competition-wise, in this segment, you've got the X1, Q3, Merck's GLA series, as well as the Volvo XC40. Now, this is the only hybrid in the bunch. So at around 600,000 odd, you've got to ask yourself, does this car offer enough in terms of value? Well, on paper, I'd say it does. For 600 odd, you get the only hybrid of the bunch. The Lexus UX comes with a 7-year, 105,000 kilometer warranty and maintenance plan. So that is pretty comprehensive. And I think that is what helps it tip the scales in terms of fighting with its competition among the X1, the Q3, the XC40, and Merck's GLA. Okay, so this car has 3 drive modes. You change them over here on these weird little stalks up here that kind of look like extra indicators. It's also where you turn your ESC traction control off. And you've also got a sport mode in the gearbox, which I didn't really understand at first. I mean, a CVT box essentially only has 1 gear, and now you're saying I can change gear. It did end up being useful though, especially on the downhills, because you can use it to engine brake, which I thought was a very high IQ play. And then also you do get a bit more leverage and acceleration when you switch it across. Let's test that out. Yo! Okay, so there is actually a little bit of pull there.
That's actually not bad. Again, I'm surprised. I think it's because of the electric motor. Sorry guys, I'm chiming in. Anyway, Alex.
No worries, Niyaaz. It's my video. My video. So all in all, I think the Lexus UX definitely does have its place in the market. It is a little pricey, but you do get a bit of value in return. The warranty and service plan definitely do help with the cost of ownership, and you always are comforted by the fact that you've got the Lexus/Toyota reliability. Thanks for watching, guys. Be free, be you, Liberebil out.
Finally. The shit bites me, bro. Paul, everything bites.
Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys get to... Oh, okay, start it. We just go again.
Alright, let's go.
Just trying to make myself unblurry because Niyaaz keeps telling me I'm too shiny, too blurry. My hair wasn't cut, now I've got the haircut. Yes, you're fussy. Anyway.
Someone complained. The comments like, Niyaaz, you keep quiet behind the camera. What? Don't you understand? I was trying to make Alex feel comfortable. And guys, did you see the meme that was floating around?
Yeah, 500
I was
likes.
trying to be nice. And I was telling Alex that, dude, I need to kind of shake your hand off, but it's coronavirus. I'm just gonna try and be as, you know, as like make people think that I trust you. But I ranted enough. I'll cut it out.
Does that come with, it does,
Fine.
why don't you fucking that up?
You can go further from does.
What is it on the dot? 6, 9.
I need to get the.
Just scroll to the top without trying to get glass splinters in your finger.
Oh, does it put glass splinters? Oh yeah, you said you broke your phone, no?
The first time in fucking forever.
So when you need to get you another one.
When you pay me enough to get another
You
one.
must be just.